But I think it speaks to the smoothness, the intuitive design put into it of controlling each individual engine so that you can do some of these more tricky maneuvers that you couldn't with a race car. And here we go, folks. It is race time.
Nothing breaks over. You better come back. It's racing time. We got Mezcast. We got Roman Orc. We got Baby Roman casting tonight. Raynaka is going to be taking care of some of the administration in the background. Make sure you guys say thank you to Raynaka in the Ascent Rivals chat and the actual Discord. Raynaka is doing everything in the background for us so that we don't have to do the math. So huge thank you to Raynaka.
Uh-oh. There's the game capture. I was worried for a moment. Uh-oh. And it's not a qualifier week, folks. I know the banner is listed there, but this is it. This is the real deal, Holyfield.
And are you able to switch your view?
I gotta go. First race off the bat. First.
Oh, a little bit of lag in the background. There we go. Lots of deaths right off the bat there. Oh my goodness gracious.
Sorry for the delay, everybody.
First place, Gub Osiris, King David. A little bit of lag as we do some transferring of screens, but we got it figured out, I think, now.
We do indeed.
Oh, gosh, quite a huge race off the bat with 12 racers tonight.
Nobody can handle the short turns here. Some problems all abound. Let me know how the volume level is out there. Want to give you some of the in-game volume without it being overwhelming. Excuse me as I die real quick.
Yeah, barely hear it in the background there, so it could even go up a little bit if you wanted to.
Okay, we'll maybe do that between heats when we've got a second. But Gub out
this
to
is
the lead right
Shores.
now. Sridev, HypeOsiris, the Hype team, well represented by both Osiris and Daxify out here.
Sridev is Noldev, by the way, for those who don't know. He tried to change his name.
Thank you very much.
Right.
Shot lined up. Gub just misses the shot onto, I believe that's Seb. Crimson Caravan also in some racing here. Lap 5 of 6. Gub making good time, but he gets passed by HypeOsiris.
HypeOsiris coming out of nowhere. My goodness, I have not seen enough of that name to recognize who they are, but they are in first place consistently from Nilo Shores.
The white flag is out. We're on the final lap. Here comes the final push. HypeOsiris in first. Gub. Knowlesbury. Osiris going to hit the wall and explode. That's going to slow down.
Bad finish.
It's a second wall. That's going to really add to his time. Gub's completed. Sridev's out. Osiris is out. Pepsin's out. That's our 4 that get out for free. Now it's time to find an ascension zone and stay alive. 20 seconds they've got there.
Don't forget, if you don't make it to an ascension zone and you don't rise up with everyone else, you don't get to keep your points. So you have to stay alive here.
Seb just misses the shot. Seb also has a bounty on him. Big takedown. Raiden Derp. He's sitting in 5th place. He's looking to go away with those points, and he gets a nice little kill at the end. Well done, Raiden Derp. Scooping up what you can. Officially gets 5 points from the race, but 4-2-0. That's second kills only to King David.
Gub, Sridev, Osiris, and Pepsin are actual finishers for today. Osiris was in first place for most of that race and then had 2 crashes on the final lap that brought them down into 3rd. Super unfortunate there. And that's the first time I've seen Pepsin taken off the top of the ladder in a minute. Pepsin has got a little rusty since last week, but hey, let's see where they all end up here. HypeOsiris, haven't seen enough of you. I'm ready to see some more. Raiden Derp was putting up a fight at the end and got to keep their points. And here we go into race 1, heat 2. Mezcast, take it away.
It throws me every time. Out the gate, 3 explosions. Burgess gone. Crimson Caravan, Sridev, and then 3 crashes as well. Missed the name on that. Back and forth. First is lost around. Seb, Gub, Daxify, King David, Pepsin. Osiris gets us through 6 or 7. More explosions. King David's got multiple kills before he crashes right into the wall. Let's jump up to the front.
Pepsin in the front right now. Seb and Osiris are leading behind. Sridev and Burris fighting to get in that 1st through 4th position as we enter into lap number 3 already on this incredibly short map with 6 laps total.
6 laps total. Like you said, it's a very small map. You blink and you're going to miss it. So it requires a little bit different work. So what you notice here, Seb doing very, very well in this final corner. That will put him in first. through the first lap that they had. Daxify had first. Oh, explosion going to slow down Seb. That's going to allow Osiris to overtake, but Seb had taken the corner very, very well. Daxify really struggled with it, lost a lot of speed. So that got to be careful with that there. Seb just misses the shot onto Pepsin. Pepsin in second place, trying to scoop up some points. He got 7 on the previous one, so he got out in fourth. Just misses the palm tree to Seb.
Wow, these lasers are getting real close to everybody. We got lots of bounties up right now on King David and Crimson Caravan.
Pepsin and Osiris going back and forth, trying to get the kill onto Osiris. Just can't get enough explosion. Woo, into the canyon walls. Just makes everything miss. We're on the final lap.
The lead. Oh, here we go. He's coming up in the back end of all the players here. He's looking to not get shot in the background as Pepsin will be finishing in first place, it looks like.
See ya. Seb in second. Osiris gets out in third. Daxify trying to be next, but he gets overtaken by Raiden Derp. Raiden Derp with a nice shot.
Oh, unfortunate for Daxify to take that shot in the end.
Daxify, Sreedev, a.k.a. Null, King David, Gub, Frazel, Crimson Caravan, and 100X Caesar. They all look to get out. They are in big trouble.
Lots of lasers coming up, but so far only a couple of kills. King David taking down most of the players right now. Oh my gosh, Burgess, stay alive, my friend. You're so close. 3 seconds to go. Just live.
Trying to deny Caesar. Does, but doesn't get the kill. So look at that. There just like that. Pepsin, 27 total circuit points. So really, a racer who's locked in on being a racer. He's not interested in the death aspect of the death race that we've got going on here.
And I have to agree with him. That was my strategy too. I love just the racing aspect. Stay ahead. You don't got to worry about shooting anybody. I'm not relying on shooting people to catch up. I'll just use raw skills, just like Pepsin's doing there. Pepsin and putting himself between those canyon rocks at the very beginning has nailed his line down, and he is able to just take advantage of his incredible speed in these races.
Here we go. Third and final heat on this. Cesar gets 2. Taking down David and Osiris. Burgess crashes. Pepsin crashes. Frazel rams through Raiden Derp. Gub rams through Frazel. So, Wombo combo.
Goodness.
Everybody's
coming out of everywhere.
Struggling.
Don't forget that new ram mechanic. If your ship is heavier than theirs, then you can take them out by simply just running straight through them, or even boosting through them too. You can take them out with warps.
Pepsin explodes. Gub out to a nice little comfortable lead here. Burgess the gamer second. Daxify trying to fight for third, but second now overtaking for second. So we'll watch from his perspective. Null Spree behind. Burgess. Osiris getting into the mix. Pepsin racing his way back in. He's on the tight tail of Daxify. We'll watch here. Pepsin just so smooth. Look at how little speed is lost there. Let's fall back and let's look how much time Daxify lost on him. It's a second or two. It's a clear second or two that Pepsin has much smoother through this corner. I want to watch it one more time. Just so smooth, so pretty. Takes it a little wider this time, but did not lose the speed. Now, Daxify is going to explode into a wall there and really help not personify my point. But
and that just shows the practice right there that they have.
Yep.
So
the extreme speed we got going on. Pepsin has overtaken Gub in first.
We're coming to the final lap of the final race for Nulo Shores. Don't forget, points are worth triple right now. So this race is absolutely massive, worth just as many points as in Heat 1 and 2. Pepsin's in first, Gub in second, HypeOsiris third, Burgess the Gamer in fourth. We're coming up on the halfway point of the map. Couple of boosts coming out, lasers coming around.
Pepsin out 1. Gub out 2. Osiris looking to be next. He's out. Burgess, can he take 4? He avoids the crash, so everybody else trying to get out for the triple point.
King David staying outside the zone for now, trying to keep a low profile until he has to get inside the zone for the last second.
He's got a long angle around him, and with the yellow lines above, he can see exactly where people are. I don't know if that's a spectator mode.
So that's a bounty problem. So that anyone who's got a bounty on them is going to have a yellow marker above them. That means they've got lots of kills, or someone even put a bounty on them at the beginning of the race. Look at these finish times, too. My goodness. HypeOsiris was the fastest time today at 14.317. Absolutely huge. Most kills belonging to King David at 13. Next is Gub at 7. And in last place is Frazel, but with 5 kills. Raiden Derp with 6 kills. Pepsin taking the lead, though, with 57 circuit points. Osiris in second with 48. A couple of devs coming up. as well. So Pepsin and Osiris looking like our competitors for tonight. There's Baby Roman giving their cheer in the background.
Absolutely, absolutely. So Raiden Derp not finding the comfort he was looking for there early. Definitely agree. This is looking like Pepsin or Osiris's Grand Prix to lose. Had to load there for a minute. Sorry, folks. The RAM cache is not high, but the ROM is there for days. Sometimes it's got to spin up and then we'll find it.
Are you able to switch your stream in the Discord to the actual, to the game itself?
Oh, you want to go to the actual game? Yeah, I can do that for you.
If possible. Little bigger of a screen there. Yeah.
I could also slide the thing down if I remembered that not to be a tool, but let me just take it down. It'll be faster that way. There you go, buddy.
Thank you so much. A little bit bigger of a screen there.
I'm sorry.
A lot easier.
I'm sorry.
You are good. I got good eyes. I can see just fine, but nice job to Pepsin indeed. Osiris looking like he's got some cheering in the actual chat here as well. If you guys had to throw it up right now between Pepsin and Osiris, who are we rooting for? Who's going to win? All right, Pepsin versus Osiris. Only a few points off.
I think you're using the wrong word there. I don't think you could say root for. if we're talking about who you think is going to win, that is not a question of the heart. There, that is a because let's face it. If I had to put the bet in money, let's face it. We're close to even money, or as even money as you are going to see here on Pepsin at this point. After race number 1, we go into Orion Mining Depot, which is our longest map. So we go from our shortest map to our longest map. So this will be a great time.
Yes. Orion Mining Depot, huge map, lots of routes to take, little lava flows, bridges, and a massive straightaway right off the bat where many, many crashes and rams are going to happen. Lots of lasers are going to be coming out. It's a death match in this little straightaway. So really excited to see who's going to be taking it away here. All right. Is anyone here not?
Just a quick moment for them to check their pit, swap through parts.
If you guys are curious about playing and you haven't actually had a chance to yet, especially some of our Paxers, if you haven't had a chance to go to Steam yet, we do have some links at the bottom of our Twitch channel here for Genuine Game, Steam, Discord, and Twitter, but we are live now.
Boom. 5-6 deaths out the gate. Half the competitors don't make it across the bridge of death. Let's take a look up at the front. Osiris chasing Gub Gub. I know you weren't ready for that one. Neither was I until it came. That's the way it works. Osiris and Burgess, they're doing some killing. Raiden Derp dies. Cesar crashes. Trying to make the transition. Osiris jumps the gun a little bit. Throws him off. Let's go up to Burgess. Looking good up in the front, but some laser charge being lined up at him. Ooh, taking the high road. I haven't seen that route be used before. Now he's got to do a lot of drifting around that corner. Finally does. Seb trying to line up the shot. Find him. Gub Gub explodes into the wall. Rams through Osiris, but then crashes. Sreedub, Gub Gub both crash. King David gets a double kill.
And Burgess has a massive lead right now over everybody else. Seb, King David, and Gub Gub in second, third, fourth. All of our devs right now is Pepsin, Sreedev, and Osiris are leading behind as they try to catch up on this map. I think Osiris doesn't have enough experience in this map yet. I think he's trying to figure it out live right now as he's playing in this Grand Prix. As we can see, he's taking some of these corners just a little too short, but it looks like he will figure it out as he is currently in fifth. Burgess was fighting with Seb there.
Let me just swivel and take out you from in front. Oh, that is dirty. That is swag in a bag. King David lines up Burgess
first. To do it again.
King David takes first. Now he's got the bounty put on him. 700 arc.
So many bounties right now. Don't forget, Arc's just it's our in-game currency. It doesn't have a whole lot of value yet, but it will soon as we got some updates coming with that. We are on the final lap right now. I know it's a little weird to see. We had 6 laps last time. We have half of that now at 3 laps as we're in our final little heat 1 here for this first race.
Yeah,
David taking the bridge.
It is 3 laps, but it is actually still significantly longer. So you see best laps so far for King David's 43 seconds. We had 13 seconds. That means over 3 times as long. It actually means it's about at 1.5 times the race of the other one.
This map is massive.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, King David just lost first to Seb off that crash in the final lap, just short of the finish line, maybe
Talk
20
about
feet or
falling
so.
asleep at the wheel.
Pepsin will secure fourth, our only player to secure position in the top four. I think this just comes down to experience. As we can see, Seb, King David, Sridev, all three of them are devs. Pepsin, who is an older player, Burgess the Gamer, who's an older player. All these older players are the only people to finish. All the newer players did not finish, did not even come close to finishing. I think it's just coming down to experience here on this map. And this map, it does require experience. When you have 40 seconds per lap, it's a lot of work to get through.
A lot of corners. Let's
My
look through
gosh.
there. Appraisal of 51 second. A lot of people able to put up a sub 50 second time. But like you
Everyone
said,
except
it's
for
such a
Caesar.
challenging map. It is very technical. There's a lot of ins and outs of what you're trying to accomplish there.
If you don't know the route, you will hit a post 50 lap. You will not get a sub 50. You have to know the route or you're not going to make it. On average, a good time is between 43 and 45 seconds a lap. 45 is kind of pushing the slower end. But you know what? At the end of the day, this is a learning experience too. We're still in alpha. We got lots of learning for here. I think Seb is a player.
Pepsin is just on the outside here.
He
Oh, massive explosions. The warp gates killed damn near everybody to get started. The bridge, they don't even get to the bridge of death. Nobody's afraid of the bunny. Everybody's afraid of the warp gate explosions. Sridev trying to chase down Osiris. This worked out very, very well for Osiris. Often we see this. If you're a good enough racer and you get out ahead, it's near impossible for anybody to catch you because they are relying at that point on you making a mistake. Now, that doesn't just have to be a wall hit, an explosion to take yourself out of the race. But if you take too many corners wrong, if you lose too much speed coming around, I saw a lot of that with Daxify, in particular on the last map, where he does great in the straightaways, but there was a turn, in particular the last turn right before the coming back around. It just ate him. It ate his lunch. And we saw a lot of players get their lunch eaten right there. Osiris only got 2 points. He is trying to make up for it. Here's Pepsin, the great racer. He's in second right now, trying to hunt him down. This will be great to watch from. Burgess
Trailing
behind, trying to
Osiris right
find.
now.
Go ahead.
I do want to point out a mistake I made too. Seb is a player. I think I was mixing up Seb and Stan. That's my fault. Seb's a player, not a dev, and has a chance to win
I
this
did that
race.
to you because I asked if Seb is Stan. So I'm
Yeah,
the one who
I
screwed you up.
messed
I'm
up.
sorry.
Anyways, let's get back into the race here. Pepsin's in second using that proto rifle to try and find Osiris up ahead, but it's just not that great at that range. He would need our laser. As we just saw, he got shot by Sridev. The laser is such a great choice for this map, for this kind of range. I mean, that's what you need to be looking for. Proto rifle is just not that good. Man, Osiris has a massive lead over everybody else, and I think there
almost
is
a
no doubt
quarter
in my
of a
mind he's
lap at
taking
this
first.
point. But
He is taking first for this if he doesn't crash.
There's a little bit of what I was talking about. We saw it just about 15 seconds ago where Pepsin was kind of getting targeted. Pepsin had just gotten back out, and Burgess said, I'm going to go ahead and attack him again. Let me just go ahead and deal with getting a good racer further behind. So Pepsin stuck in the middle of the pack right now. King David takes down Sridev. There is no question. King David, one of the kings of the rifle.
Osiris will be finishing that race in first place. Gub is in second, it looks like.
There
Then
goes
finally
Burgess.
Burgess and Pepsin. Oh, wait, no. King
Pepsin
David takes over. Pepsin
exploded.
crashed.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
Pepsin falling apart. And I know, he's not sitting in last place right now, but by his standards, that is, the crash is the falling apart. Maybe I'm just a fortune teller.
He just lost all of his points here for Heat 2.
Gotta get there, 2
huge.
seconds. Sridev, gaze out.
Oh, that is massive for Pepsin right now, who was in first place at the start of this race for Heat 2, for this entire Heat series on Orya Mining Depot. And now he just lost all his points for Heat 2. He has to take a first through fourth spot right here, or he's in a lot of trouble going into these next Heat.
Absolutely. Look at those points in the circuit right there. Osiris 22, Gub 24, Burgess 21, King David 23.
What a massive
Pepsin
lead right
only
here.
at 7. Now, still plenty of time. He can recoup a lot. There are 30 points available here in the last setup.
This is Heat 3. If he comes in first right here, he's literally going to make up rounds 1 and 2 together. So let's see what happens. But Osiris is taking a massive lead right now as the player. Lots of crashes off the bat. Oh my goodness.
Osiris
a massive
tried
amount
to
of
take
players
the under
gone.
route, but he was not prepared to deal with the gravity change. So he's quickly fought himself back into first, tries to use the rifle. It's not quite there. Raiden Derp 1, Osiris 2. Folks, these are two of the newest racers we have here. They're showing you what it takes.
We have all sorts of strategies too. My gosh, look at Osiris using the boost strat. My boost racing is my favorite way to race, but my gosh, Osiris is just perfecting it to what I would say this is classic boost racing right here. And it's incredible to see.
I can't do it. I'm not that smooth. Gub has a contract up to 26-25 arc right now. Osiris trying to stay alive, doing some really great racing. Like you said, this boost strat, absolutely effective. Also makes him a very hard target to hit despite going straight. Now he does lose a little bit of time. Pepsin, the racer, the gamer.
And Pepsin is not a boost racer. Pepsin he's an old-fashioned racer from Saline, but he does take a crash right here. Osiris taking the lead. The only thing Osiris could be doing better, he needs to hit those obelisks earlier on into the race to get that extra energy for his battery so that he can boost even more. That is the huge downfall for him. And now we're seeing that because of that, he has not gotten far enough ahead of Pepsin, who's going to be taking first on lap 2.
Seb explodes into the wall coming to the last corner, so that's going to allow Osiris to overtake back into second. But this is the area where Pepsin truly becomes problematic, where you're just trying to chase him down. And if you get him out of rifle range, you're not going to catch him. It's not going to happen, folks, unless somebody feels generous as he's lapping them, which can happen. It certainly can happen, but let's watch from Seb's perspective. Quick jump to Osiris. He's trying to work that boost second and third. Pepsin trying to make up for only 7 circuit points so far. Was leading after the first race. This is race number 2 here on Orion Mining Depot. We will have race 3 coming up. 3 heats of pace there as well.
It looks like up in first place, we will see Pepsin did complete lap 3. Seb's going to complete lap 3. Osiris takes a crash.
Is he
going to
take
third?
Still going to get third.
He barely gets it.
And Gub gets out fourth. Raiden Derp 5 hunting for those points. He has missed the cutoff just a few times.
Yeah, Raiden Derp knows the route. I was wondering if he was going to make that turn. I was about to say, if he went forward there, he was not going to make it. He instead realized, I need to turn around. It's not worth going forward. Very clever. And he gets the kill as well onto Caesar to secure his spot in the Ascension Zone. Raiden Derp.
I'm glad you knew what was going on there, because I'm sitting over there like Lombardi just going, what the hell is going on around here?
Look at these lap times to a 42.2 by Gub. That might be, I might need to be corrected here. That might be a lap record. I think that's a lap record.
Wow.
I need to double check that. I'm about to open my game right now.
WR here, looking for a potential world record where we're going to check that best lap time Gub possibly posting. But HypeOsiris picks up monster points, leads everyone.
A lot of these lap times, a lot of the lap times are a little off right now because they did update the game to where technically most of the vehicles move slower right now. So a lot of the lap times we saw before just aren't possible anymore. For example, I have a sub 26 on Tefri 7 Dunes. Right. That is no longer possible. You cannot do that unless we're missing something.
Let me see here. I think world records should be adjusted in those. If you change the course, you gotta. The old records can't stand, in my opinion. So I've thrown us back to our welcome to. Just showing you what you got again. Some big love out to DirtFish for sponsoring the tournament. Of course, we got all our rivals out there. And of course, y'all out there. We wouldn't be doing this if y'all weren't out here. So thank y'all very much for showing up, giving your support, giving your love. And I'll tell you what, is Osiris about to become the virus? Because he has the possibility to infect a lot of positivity and a lot of happiness into this racing world that we have here on Ascent Rivals if he can upset Pepsin.
Okay, I see here now. We'll go over the prize here in a second, but yeah, no, I completely agree. I am rooting for Osiris. It's going to be close. Pepsin losing all those points in round 2 there was massive. I mean, if we can have multiple different winners for each Grand Prix we've had so far, that'd be crazy. I mean, we had Captain Degen in the first race. We had Pepsin plus Gub Gub as a team in our second Prix. And if we had another different racer tonight, it just really shows that these newer players, you do have a chance. You have a chance to come in and shake up this entire series that you could be joining into. And we are going into my favorite map, the classic first map ever finished, Tefri 7 Dunes. And the first place prize is a thrill ride or a mega merch pack, not both. That was a bit of a mix-up there that happened. So if you're not able to make it to a nearby location at DirtFish for a thrill ride, you still get some merch. Don't you worry. Lots of racers and rivals joining us in Twitch to come and check out what is happening.
And it's not
in this Grand Prix.
Just to to clarify there, it's not just a merch pack. It's a mega merch pack.
That is correct. Thank you, Miss, for correcting me there. 12 racers going into the final race right here. 3 heats to go. Don't forget, points are worth triple towards the end. So we need to see what's going to happen in the final race. This is not over until the end, you guys. Heats 1 and 2 do not determine what's going to happen. Heat 3 is just as important. Osiris and Pepsin definitely in the lead right now. Not sure who's technically in first place. Seb is trailing close behind. But it's going to be up between our top 2 right now, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very close. There's no doubt in my mind that it's close. It's closer than we probably all, maybe many of the fans wish it was.
Oh, warp kills. 2 of them right off the bat.
Die. Here we round into the first corner. Dunes, the most infamous map we have here. David takes down Seb, lining up some shots here. Gets another one into Frazel and still manages
barely
to
makes the shortcut.
Explode.
My gosh.
And overtakes for first. Wow, King David. Explosion as Raiden Derp explode into each other. Sreedev overtakes King David 2. Raiden Derp 3, Pepsin 4, Burgess, Caesar, Gub Gub, Seb, Osiris. Gonna have to step up if he wants to take something. This is the heat to lose if you're gonna have one where you don't do super great. Still some time here. We got 4 laps here on Dunes. And of course, the classic death race feel here.
I'm still on lap 1. I can't even talk about how clean that was by King David to take the kill and then still make the shortcut.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't tell you guys how hard that was. I'm just looking at that. That is difficult. That is not an easy thing to do. And King David made it look flawless. And now he is definitely reaping the rewards being in second place right now.
Raiden Derp, he's the racer we wanted to see more from, one of the newer racers. He's in first right now. He's into the canyon walls. 1, 2, 3. Got about a 4-second lead right now. That's decent pace here on this map. That's hard to catch up from. So as long as he remains clean in his lines, but wow, King David second place and 503. Pepsin's fighting for it. Pepsin loves this outside line if you haven't seen it before. I guess technically inside line. Everybody takes the
it's the newest part of this map. It wasn't even in there not too long ago. And this is the map that everyone's practicing. I mean, everyone loves Tefri 7 Dudes. If you're going to practice on the map, this is the map to practice on. This is the map that our PAX racers recognize. This is where it's all happening. And this is so great to see that it's still in the rotation right now for our official races. As we go and end into lap 4, looks like Raiden Derp will be taking first on this one. Pepsin, if he doesn't crash, is going to take second. There it is. King David.
King David. Frazel tries to overtake, but he mistimes the boost. Frazel does get out as 4 instead of 3 like he was hoping for. Burgess, Seb,
that was so close.
Gub Gub, Taxify, Caesar, and Caravan got a lot of work to do here. Gotta find a zone.
Taking out Gub. Oh my gosh. Noldev taking out Seb there. Trying to find a zone. Dev's looking behind, and he is correct there, but Osiris is going to be waiting for him. There's Gub Gub.
Misses the shot.
No kills yet,
but
he does ascend. Wow.
So Osiris loses 4 on Pepsin in that race.
And for everyone curious, we were talking about those Tefri 7 Dune times before. That 28:53 by Pepsin, that is where our times are around right now. 27s, 28s. I know a lot of you are like, sitting at 31, 32, wondering how it's even possible. But it is, I promise you. Just keep putting in the practice, and you guys can easily be racing just as fast as our top racers here that you're watching tonight.
Especially really watch some of their lines. Watch the way they take these corners. It's really all about preserving as much speed as possible through the corners as you can, and especially sometimes surviving this opening blast off here. So Frazel, Burgess, Pepsin,
3
and
warp
Caesar
kills in a
don't.
ram. 2 rams. Oh my goodness. It just went off at the beginning. There was
Gub multiple
no
kills.
crashes. 2 warp kills right off the bat there. My gosh, Gub leading in first now, reaping the rewards of that double kill from that warp drive. Seb trailing close behind. King David and HypeOsiris also taking that shortcut right now. A couple of ram kills and warp kills behind. Seb came very close to a crash there, trying to get a shot onto Gub, but he needs to get this straightaway first. Looking for a shot now, maybe.
Well, in racers, I
Not
mentioned
quite.
Pepsin takes that inside line right before the start of a new lap. A lot of it is to avoid what you saw there where they're shooting at each other. You've got a bunch of strong, straight lanes at each other where you got to dodge. You got to dodge if you're in front, and you got to make the shot if you're behind. So that's why I think he really prefers that. Since most people don't go that way, he's kind of alone. He just gets to focus on his racing. Burgess crashes. King David kills Sridev. Gub holding 1, Seb 2, Daxify and Osiris, the Hype combo, sitting at 3 and 4. I know Hype would absolutely love if Osiris took this down.
My gosh, Gub Seb, HypeOsiris, Osiris. Real quick, I will talk about that little ending point too before we get into the final lap. That first route that we see most people take with the jumps is better for boosting. The outside or / inside route that Pepsin takes is better for sticking to the ground and not boosting. If you're a boost racer, take the jumps. If you're not a boost racer, avoid the jumps.
All right,
That is the best
Roman
way to
Orc
complete
bringing
these
in,
laps.
as always, the expert play. Appreciate you as always, man, because I didn't know
That's
that.
what I'm here for.
I
That's
didn't
what I'm
have a
here
clue
for.
on it. He's here to bring all the tactical commentary.
And we are seeing a lot of completions for lap 4 right now as Gub looking to take first place here. Seb looking to take second. Daxify takes a crash. He got rammed by Osiris. Osiris is going to take over third and pulls up a huge bounty over him.
And he gets
because
the
of
kill
that.
as well. That's some nice points. That may actually work out very, very well. I'm curious if maybe that was planned there where, Daxify sacrifices the points knowing he's not going to win. Wants to give his Hype teammate a chance to win. So I'm curious. Might be worthy of a question later.
Maybe. I'm not sure. I think that all the racers are here for it tonight. Osiris took him over out of nowhere.
I would think, but man, it just a question,
Pepsin looking to secure himself inside the zone last second. Barely gets it and ascends out of the boost. Pepsin does make it. Gub Seb, HypeOsiris, and Daxify looking great with their circuit points right now.
It's so pretty. Honestly, that's the prettiest maneuver I've seen. Today, that's the prettiest Ascension boost to point.
The boost into Ascension, yeah, that was great. Pepsin secured those round 2 points, and it's only 2 points behind the other player. Don't forget, we're not counting our devs. The other player, HypeOsiris, but Seb is also tied with 19 out of that second heat. Don't forget, this is the final heat. Points are worth triple. This is the final race right here, everybody. You guys are here for the very final race of DirtFish Grand Prix as we go.
Right now, this is Osiris's to lose. He should be up by points, given that Pepsin doesn't really do a lot of killing. He doesn't use his rifle a ton. There have been a few kills, so that'll provide him some points. But right now, this is very much Osiris's Grand Prix to lose. So who's going to have it? Third and final heat, third and final race. This is what it's all about. And HypeOsiris explodes!
Crashes at the A-frame there. He didn't take it short enough. And he gets shot too. Osiris is taking a massive drop in the back right now. He's going to end up in 4th place. We see Burgess and King David, Noldev up in 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Frazel, Gub. Pepsin, though, is lacking in 9th right now. If anyone's going to take him over, it's going to be either Seb or Pepsin. And
just
they're
already
sitting
in
behind.
the canyon walls. King David just now entering at 2nd. 3rd, there's Sridev. He's battling back and forth. Frazel's pushed up there. Daxify has fallen, but Pepsin also stuck in the middle grouping. So this may come down to the very last little bit, folks. We
It's
may
coming down the
watch.
last lap. I mean, Jesus, it's between them. You know, Pepsin, Seb, HypeOsiris all sitting about the same position right now, fighting for 5th place, which is just crazy because they're such competent racers. I'm surprised they're not up at the top 4, but you got to fight for what you can fight for. So keep racing,
It's the classic
everybody.
Mario Kart problem where you get hit with the lightning, or first you get hit with the blue ball, then you get hit with the lightning, then you get hit with the red shell from some random racer coming up, where you just get hit or killed 3 or 4 times in a row, and suddenly you're at the very back.
3dev. No dev.
Explodes.
And then he crashes on the short jump there.
Pepsin
That's
has
so
fallen all the
unfortunate.
way back to 9th. Osiris in 5th. This is looking good for Osiris if he can crack
It's
the
looking
top
really good
4.
for Osiris.
He
Don't
can
forget,
crack-
Pepsin had a massive lead right off the bat from Nulo Shores, and he was able to take home some of the points on.
Goop
Oh my
says denial.
gosh!
Osiris
Goop
going to
from
fall
the
back to
back.
8th. Pepsin going to jump up into 5th. So a reversal of fortune here. Pepsin, he's
Pepsin
on his
and
racing
Seb
line. Can
fighting
anybody
each
shoot him?
other.
Just misses a couple of rifle blasts.
It's between Pepsin and Seb. I mean, this
Through
is
the
lap
A-frame.
4.
Pepsin,
I
he's
don't
going
think
for
they're
the
going
short
to finish,
run. He
but
doesn't
who's
want to
going to
waste any
die?
time. One shot misses. Pepsin's not going to get out. Daxify officially gets out in 4th. So now it's
None of them
about
finish.
points.
This is going to come down to who crashes or who dies.
Pepsin
Osiris
kills
gets
Raiden.
killed. Osiris just died.
Osiris down. Pepsin got a chance to walk away with it. All he's got to do is stay
trying to take it
alive.
home. Oh,
Gub
Gub
kills
takes him
Pepsin.
down. I think Seb's alive. Find Seb. Where's Seb at? Did Seb make it?
There were only
I
2
lost
racers
track.
there
Oh my
at the
gosh.
end left. Wow.
Did Seb go back to Heat 3? Did Seb
It's
make
a
it?
4-point difference here at the end of race number 3. So
My
we are going to have
gosh.
some tabulations that are going to happen now. So we will.
Burgess and HypeOsiris coming out with 38 points from that. My
Woo.
gosh.
Woo.
No, all 3 of the racers that we were saying, these are the racers to watch. All of them. Gnarls, you're correct. They all choked. There was some choking at the end there. We saw Pepsin, Osiris, and Seb, all 3 of them, very competitive racers, very strong death racers, and none of them finished on the heat that it mattered most. All 3 of them managed to, in the very end, go back to 5th, 6th, 7th, and then they all died.
Yeah. Yeah. That was.
Jeez,
That
man,
was
Mr.
a
Fish
battle
was
of the
talking.
mid
I don't
like
think
we
I was
almost
breathing
never
either.
see. We all. I mean, granted, we were typically not watching as often in the middle. But given where points were, where standings were coming into this, it was fair to watch that. And wow, it did not disappoint.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. After watching that, I don't know who's going to win it now. I thought I would know after that heat, but I got no idea.
Yeah,
I Daxify took over some
somebody
points.
would really.
Burgess the Gamer took over some points.
Mm-hmm,
But this is way too close to call right now. We have to wait for the math to come out. Rainaka's doing it in the background. My goodness. That was a very high pre. Don't forget, we gotta calculate who made the ascension, who came in 1st through 4th, where they ended up if they didn't get that, because then it's based on score. Then they have to calculate kills. Then they have to calculate obelisks.
Absolutely.
I mean, it is way too much math for me to track. Rainaka's doing a ton in the background right now, and we are looking to announce the winners tonight, or all the winners. We have one winner that's going to take home either the Mega Merch Pack or that thrill ride that we talked about with DirtFish. And then 4 racers, 2nd through 5th, are going to be doing the regular merch pack. So stick around. We got a winner coming. We don't know who yet, but my gosh, it's close. Thank you so much for qualifying still, being there to participate. We appreciate it.
Wow, hang on. I'm sorry. I hang on. Y'all are not ready for this.
No, they're not.
Let me just tell
This
you,
is so close.
Are not ready for this. All right, so we're
This
going to
is
continue to
so
work our way
close.
up from the bottom. 33 points. It's Frazel.
Thank you, Frazel.
Up above
Shout out
him,
to Frazel.
100X Caesar. 47
Also
points.
a new racer, Caesar.
Then the man who scooped up a lot of points in the last race, Daxify.
Another new racer, but showed up at the end. We appreciate it.
Crimson Caravan, 68.8 points.
Recently qualified.
85.
Great to have them in the middle.
Raiden Derp.
Raiden Derp, one of the best new racers. He was the top of the new racers, I believe, except for one who will go over soon.
We will go over soon indeed. Going up from there, we got Nullspree and Burgess. They are not eligible. That moves us up to Seb,
Burgess. Burgess is a racer, right? Yes, Burgess is a player. He's not a dev.
He is not officially genuine. He just travels with folks. Y'all, I'm gonna have to put this number up because you're literally not gonna believe me. You are
This
literally
is
not gonna
insane.
believe me when I say that next after Seb is Pepsin, which means our official winner is Osiris.
My goodness. Take a guess in the chat right now how many points he won by. Take a guess. I'll tell you right now, they're both over 100. They're both under 150.
I'm going to put the image up shortly, so y'all hurry with your predictions.
Put in predictions. Osiris
How
won.
close was their point
It was
differentials?
so close. 1 point says Chillgiver. Anyone else willing to say one or saying more?
We're going to put it up in 5,
3
4,
points.
3, 2, 1. There we go, folks. Our official list. You can see the race placing from everybody. So Gub and King David, they are genuine employees, so not eligible. So HypeOsiris is our official winner by 0.6 points. 133 to 132.4.
Really shows that kills and obelisks do matter in the end. So insanely close.
Pepsin
My
also
gosh.
falling off in the third run really did not help. So we thought it was about pretty even going into the third race, and boy, were we right.
So close. And Pepsin, too, also in round 2, and Aurea crashed in Heat 2 and lost a lot of points there.
He did indeed. So
Osiris had some crashes too. I mean, Osiris didn't have a very good first race, honestly. He was there, but just not up with Pepsin. He showed up in races 2 and 3, though. My gosh, that was close. Seb with 119 coming in third. Burgess the Gamer coming in fourth at 116.2, and then Raiden Derp in fifth at 85.6. Top 5 racers there. There you go, everyone. That's the end of the DirtFish Grand Prix. That's it. It's over. HypeOsiris takes the home the win.
Congratulations to our champion, Osiris.
What a massive.
I hope my dubbing works for him. Osiris the Virus here to overtake.
He just qualified too. He qualified last week. I've never even seen him before tonight, and he showed up. Pepsin qualified week 1. Osiris qualified week 7. And in week 8, he won by 0.6 points. What a massive takeover. I mean, just with 12 racers, I understand. It is very difficult to race and do this. I mean, at the end of the day, if I had to look in terms of time trials, I truly think that Pepsin is still a faster racer, but Osiris just had a better overall game tonight and takes home the win.
Absolutely gets it done. So again, small update note here. The option here for first place is for the Mega Thrill Ride or the Mega Merch Pack if you're unable to make the trip happen. Appreciate y'all very much for showing up. Congratulations to Hype. Congratulations to Osiris specifically of Hype Team. I know they'll be celebrating his win. And it has been a great time. Anything else to add, Roman Org, before we wrap it up tonight?
Well, you know me. As always, guys, until next time, see ya.
Hey, folks out there, I appreciate you hanging out with us. It's your first time here on the Mezcast, or whether you've been hanging out every time. We always appreciate having you here and out there in chat. Good to see y'all, and we'll see you here for our next Grand Prix on Ascent Rivals.